Well, are you ready to dive back into the world of high art?
I am.
Great, because we are going to be talking a whole lot about that this time, as things start to take a little bit of a change in the storyline, and some stuff starts to happen.
Wait, really? That'd be a new one.
Well, kind of. we'll see soon enough. Mm-hmm. Either way, Anne's got a modeling job now with Yusuke, so we are going to be seeing him as soon as we listen to a little bit more of just heaping praise on Madarame. What a cool guy. I hope that he gets to be part of our team or something.
Just single somebody out. Hey, you seem pretty removed from the arts. Oh yeah, me? Yeah, I am. Quite removed.
I mean, it's true. Don't you remember that whole bit that I said way earlier where we got rid of a bookcase full of books on like philosophy and politics and probably art?
Yeah.
It's just something about that was like one line in the game, and that has just stuck with me this entire time. Where I'm just like, are you kidding me? Why are you throwing away like Crime and Punishment, man? That's a good book.
Mm-hmm. Wait.
A long book, but
that guy answered one question right. He must be really smart.
I feel like I should almost start cutting out the latter half of these because it's always the same thing and it's always so eye-rolling.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, what are you gonna do?
Hey, you upped your persona.
Not yet. I have still. It's been 20. This is the 27th episode of this series, and I am still at 1 intelligence.
Wow. Well, I think you got that one in performance or something. Is that right? Or was it
intelligence?
Okay.
Also, art can make you a tidy sum. Can make you a tidy amount of exposure, I suppose, if you like that.
I mean, professional art, if you get into that, it's all a scam, and if you get into it, you can like make millions of dollars, but it's like that's not everyone. It's like Banksy.
That's like 3 people.
Uh-huh.
It's Banksy, a good job if you can get it.
Some like Eastern European fraud made body art that was really nice, but it was sold as like from a psychiatric hospital. That actually happened.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't even. I don't know if this is normally a thing. Can you take like pets on trains? I thought that would be something verboten just about everywhere.
Just because people have allergies, you know.
And also, it's a living animal. You know, they tend not to be very cooperative. Well, this is the first time that somebody has actually realized that Morgana is here. Mm-hmm. He's not entirely invisible.
You're actually gonna say you're imagining things?
Yeah, it's well, I mean, you know, it's his form comes from a like cognitive distortion. So basically he is made of imagination.
Yeah, I suppose. It's a toy.
I do like that Morgana is sitting still there, except then he's not.
This is actually funny.
Yeah, no, this is a pretty good scene.
Yeah.
It's shocking.
No,
I'm not going to just start punching the cat.
Time to button mash.
That's what it says.
Okay. So they have one writer who's really, really good.
Well, specifically in Japanese, I think it's something like just punch it. Just punch him over and over. They're so bad at this.
Keep it down, moron. Let's preserve our lie. Preserve the lie that I made up for you.
Terrible. Anyway.
Stop petting yourself. Stop petting yourself.
Stop petting? What? Anyway.
Were you just kind of like, he's like, he made up this logic and now he's getting mad at Morgana for not adhering to it.
Yes. You think you're transferring to lines. Because, again, this game really loves talking about logistics a lot. This happened a lot more in the Kamoshida saga, but hey, it's nice to see it make a return here. And by nice, I mean terrible.
To be fair, that is real life. If you think about it, like, you ever just have a conversation with somebody about where you're going?
It is absolutely real life, but at the same time, there's a lot of stuff that people don't do in movies.
Is it north of Harvard Station? No, it's actually a bit south. You're going to want to take the Greyhound.
Like, I cannot believe how much time is dedicated to this sort of thing in this game. Well, anyway.
I was kind of joking, but then they actually basically said that in the chat.
Well, what are you going to do? Yeah, I almost forgot that. Yeah, I do actually have fast travel here. Now, and before, I mean, all you really need to do is just walk directly out of this area, which makes you wonder why you're even here.
By the way, can you skip these cutscenes?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, not so much skip them, but, like, put them at, like, 10 times speed.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, homeless guy. I wonder who he could be talking about. Yeah, who do you mean?
Don't ask if you're. Don't ask if he's okay.
This game is
Don't
ridiculous. You have nothing to lose. Why won't you just tell me? Tell me. Here's like $100. Just tell me. Anyway, the Hachiko statue is right next to me. I didn't look at it though.
Why don't they just suggest Madarame? Like what? Madarame? Is Madarame?
No, unless it comes from Nakanohara or Yusuke, they don't care.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, and actually, not even Nakanohara. They really don't give a whole lot of credence to the things that he said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, it's this guy. I haven't seen him in like 12 hours.
Wait, is he the principal? No.
He is the head of special investigations for the police.
Okay.
And it says his name there, but it's too tiny for me to see.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. It just says head of special investigations.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have a little plaque that just says your title and not, like, your name?
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, he's part of the Brotherhood of Bald Evil, and he has nothing really to say here aside from, I'm still evil. Remember that I'm still here, guys.
I'm still evil. I still exist.
Yeah, don't forget about me.
Y'all heard about this?
Oh, boy.
Please allow me to reintroduce myself, and then immediately disappear.
My name is Professor Cold Heart. I'm cold and cool and crafty, but wait, here comes the best part.
I'm Lord Coldlow.
I like how it is just, it's not just a shack. It appears that Madarame, like, built this to be the crappiest building possible. And yet it's still fairly large.
Mm-hmm. No, that looks like a realistic studio. A lot of studios look like that.
I'm sure there are probably plenty of people working out of warehouses that look like that. But you look at the house next to it, though, and it's like
they're starting to build like offices that look like they're like that brutalist kind of thing, architecture kind of thing.
This does not look brutalist. This looks slapped together.
It just looks shitty. I guess I don't like brutalism, so
I think it's fine. I like, you know, any sort of, if you push any sort of art to an extreme, and I think that creating an entire building based around it is an extreme, I can appreciate that.
Yeah. So all architecture is bad by that definition.
Yes. What do you mean?
Because you're pushing
anyway,
limit, you're building a building based on those principles. That's pushing it to the extreme.
By the way, Yusuke, wow. I'm surprised they gave you an animation for that. So, yeah, Ryuji just came right out and is like, hey, is this what's happening? So much for... Remember how we weren't going to go talk to Nakanohara because we might arouse Madarame's suspicion?
Mm-hmm.
Well...
You might be lying.
Man. You ever notice how these main characters seemingly only do like two things in this game? They interrogate people badly,
Mm-hmm.
which this is like the 6th time they've done this now, and they're very good at infiltrating palaces.
Mm-hmm.
Like man, I was talking about this in the last episode, and also even before we started this one, but basically, the main characters don't really do too much in the game.
Mm-hmm. How do you mean?
The entire Madarame saga has just been, okay, so we need to look for our next target. Well, what do we do for that? We wait until Mishima creates a website to tell us what to do. And then we do that, and when Nakanohara told us about Madarame, entirely unprompted, we didn't interrogate him or anything. What do we do with that? Nothing. We waited until Yusuke came around to tell us what the next part of the plot was going to be. And then it seemed like we might have finally started to figure out something where we're like, hey, do you think Madarame is Madarame? Except, no, because Ryuji just wanted to leave immediately from the exhibition, and Anne seemed to have completely forgotten about it. So we had to wait until the website told us what to do again.
Mm-hmm. That's true. By the way...
And now we finally tried to do something, which is, again, interrogate people badly, because that's That's the one of the two things they do.
Well, hey,
and
it's good. It's good interrogation technique. If you ask somebody a question, they answer you directly, and then you say, or you might be lying.
Yeah, and then he's like, I'm absolutely not lying.
That was my only technique.
And also, you only talk to a single person. Again, it's like they did talk about maybe we should go talk to Nakanohara, except nope. I don't know, it doesn't seem that impressive. Also, it's on a phone, so the resolution... You know, it's one of those things like, hey, I'm going to go watch Avatar on my phone.
Yeah.
There are people that do it.
Well, I'm sure
I don't know why.
People have.
Ridiculous.
I believe drawing you...
But anyway, yeah, so basically after being like, hey, you, this is what's happening. No, it's not. Well... I guess there's nothing we can do. Let's go look for another target. And by look for another target, I mean wait until the website tells us what to do.
I mean,
wait until somebody else tells us what to do. And what person do you think that is going to be?
I think it's going to be Madarame. It's just a hunch.
Okay. No, but...
What about the guy at the building? The egg president?
Nope, it's the navigation app.
Oh.
That's right. The app was just picking up on the conversation, being like, you guys are idiots. Now I need to tell you what to do. And I guess partially Morgana. I mean, Morgana has kind of fulfilled that role throughout the game. But now that we're out of Tutorial Town, it's not as much.
Well, you know, Madarame, he seemed like a nice guy, though. I mean, he can't be a bad person.
We were just going to give up. We were just going to give up until some other third party came in and told us what to do again.
Does an old man like him really have a palace? Yeah, old men notoriously not the owners of palaces which exist.
We've only seen two so far.
I mean, like palace is like, oh yeah, when I think of palace, I think of owned by young women.
I think of owned by Nick Cage. He owns 2 castles, you know.
Wow.
It's but anyway, he does though. He also has a pyramid, which is going to be his tomb.
Wow.
He owns a tomb.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's neither here nor there. Yeah, we don't actually know about as far as what people own palaces. That is actually weird because you'd think that we would have asked Morgana about that by this point. We've gotten so much exposition from Morgana, and yet we've never actually asked him, hey, Morgana, how many palaces have you been to? You've clearly been to Mementos. When we learned about Mementos, Morgana basically had to drag us there.
By the way, the way that their attitude is, like, especially Ryuji, is just like, it reminds me of that, like, Ned Flanders, like his father, like saying, we haven't tried anything, we're all out of ideas.
That's this entire game. Also, yeah, of course it's a museum. Like, what sort of palace would be an art supply store? And hey, we finally get to see the next palace. See, I told you we were going to make some progress here. The background says that it's a Master Artist Madarame's museum. Also,
Morgana's getting unreasonably upset about this.
Well, also the other thing is that they're not even looking around. They have apparently stopped seeing things.
Yeah. Like,
because
another unfamiliar locale. Time to like look at anything except the background.
Yep. Just give the minimal distortion. It's very subtle. Oh wait. This game sometimes.
This shack is seriously some kind of museum. The shack owned by the artist.
A shack owned by the artist that we said that it was a museum to get in here in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, I do like the look of this place. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. So far, it's like the palace infiltrations have been the best part of the game, and yet we do them so infrequently.
It's so extravagant to the point where it's gaudy. That's pretty true, yeah.
It's kind of an excuse just for them to use this sort of gold texture for objects a lot. I'll point that out a little bit more
Okay.
later, because there's one part that's going to be coming up in a couple minutes that is very silly looking.
I like the contrast between the this isn't even like a joke or a criticism. I just like the contrast between the gold and then like the really dark like textures on the people and you guys. Like that's pretty cool, like the cars and stuff.
Oh yeah, I actually go and take a look at some of the cars a little bit closer, because I was just like, oh, they actually modeled cars through this.
Yeah.
What's up with them?
Those look realistic, actually. Those look like oddly realistic, actually.
Yeah, it just look like a little
like that could be your car.
Can't think of a name of a car. Boy, I'm stupid.
That was like your Volvo or something, or your Saturn or something.
There is actually there's a lot of parts of the game that I really like, where they have the phantom NPCs and stuff like the Volvo cars, which don't need to be here, but they are. Mm-hmm. It's the sort of thing that really makes it feel like you are, in fact, in a big city or around a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's actually a very nice little touch here.
Yeah, and when I think of Japanese cities, I definitely think of Volvo, Volkswagen. I think of cars.
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
But there's a high wall. And come on. But yeah, it's pretty neat. I really want to see a lot more palaces here, because their designs are so good.
I really like this more and more now that I'm looking at it. It's just it's a beautiful object.
Especially because, like, you know, if you're talking about an RPG, you see, yeah, I'm taking a look at the cars right now.
I also like the perspective.
Even have antennas on them.
See over the fence and stuff, and just like, yeah, that's really cool. Like the camera angle.
So there is an enemy way up there, but I can't get to it.
And just how the people are kind of disappearing and appearing as you get near to them. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's like the phantom NPC type of thing, where it's like there's a lot of characters around here, but they don't matter, so like the whole loading in and out is actually kind of makes sense. Yeah, look, we're going to be going into a million more cutscenes. I want to explore around a little bit first. I mean, they may literally not be able to, because as we said in the last palace, they're basically like puppets that are just here to fill space.
They're probably just distracted by the thoughts of the great painter.
Yeah, literally. Okay, so yeah, obviously. Peacock feathers and the Madarame exhibit that it says on the truck there seem to be kind of Madarame's thing.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of peacock feathers. Overwhelmingly shiny. And come on. It has his name on it. It's so giant.
Even Ryuji is smarter than you in this case.
Oh, don't worry. That's not going to take too long. There are a couple of points in time that I could have went and looked at some of the shadows, but I didn't, because I accidentally went down the critical path. Mm-hmm. So the shadows last time looked like knights. This time they look like museum guards.
So
which is kind of cool.
Translation thing, but I'm noticing that like a lot of the things are in English in the Japanese version. Is that like a stylistic kind of thing?
Oh yeah, that is always a very stylistic kind of thing. I mean, sometimes there are things that, you know, you will actually see, say, in the upper left corner, Monday. You'll see that just about as often as you see the Japanese version, too. Or numbers and everything like that. But it's like, stylistically, I think it's pretty commonly done.
And to be clear, these are not like platforms.
This part right here, where it's just like, these are just blocks with a single texture on them. I mean, I'm just like, oh, okay, come on, guys. I know it's supposed to be like, oh, it's all gold and whatever, but you didn't even try.
Hey, there's an opening there. Oh my god.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Oh wait, you're not playing this. This is just a video. Never mind.
There is no episode of Persona that has not been post commentary.
No. Why
are we so obsessed with the minutia of this? That's another thing about this game. Every single time. And yet we still don't know how many palaces Morgana has been to. There was one throwaway line about how, yeah, a single people having palaces is a new thing. And we don't even ask about it. We could have just chose our target by being like, hey, Morgana, tell us about one of the palaces aside from Kamoshida's and Mementos that we've been to, and we'll just kind of work backwards from there.
Mm-hmm. What is this, a fucking
But
talking
you
head video,
didn't!
that painting?
Oh, yes. Strange. Paintings all over the place. What do you think they could possibly be?
Paintings in buildings.
No, but really, what do you think they are?
They're the boys and girls who made the paintings.
Who made the paintings? These ones?
Yes. Oh, it's their souls?
But no, this is all in his head.
Oh, okay.
This is his cognition.
Okay. So
He doesn't steal their souls. This isn't that sort of fantasy.
Okay.
Okay, and yeah, and then I went and looked at like every single
And
painting
is that
here.
Yusuke? Is one of them Yusuke? Where's the Yusuke one? Because that... What are the names and ages, by the way? Is it just like, you know...
Oh, it just says that they have a name and age on each one, and that's basically what they say for every single one of the paintings, which is why I'm skipping through this a little bit.
Are all of them under 18, or is it like...
No, they just say name and age.
Oh, okay.
They literally say name and age.
That's
they don't
kinda
give
odd.
a name or an age. They just say name and age.
Well, maybe that's all their names and ages. They're an age, and
Well, who do you think they are?
Madarame? I've been paying attention.
I'm kind of surprised because I thought that it's just like you would have figured this out in like 5 seconds because it takes so long for the Phantom Thieves to figure this out.
Well, here's the thing. My thought is
Oh,
that
hey.
all of these people are different versions of Madarame.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there we go. It's Nakanohara. Hey, you remember that guy?
Why does Morgana have such a sour face when he says that? Like,
There's a lot of like... They only have a limited amount of expressions that they can use. And sometimes it feels like Anne's dejected look. This one right here.
yeah, like she's really...
I-
they're really going
She
for
uses that
contempt
a lot for times when she shouldn't be dejected. Oh, by the way, something that I did not look at very well is on the right there. Those paintings form a big smiley face. That's going to be the thumbnail for the episode.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I just didn't look at it in the Japanese version.
Okay.
In the Japanese recording. I noticed that in the English one.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty good. Oh, there it is. A lot less distorted compared to the other paintings. Yeah, that guy. You know, that's what he said. That's also what he said in Japanese,
Yusuke,
too.
remember from before? Wait a second. I know Yusuke. He's a guy I'm modeling for.
Do you remember Yusuke from Real World?
Yeah, remember Yusuke from 2 subjective minutes ago?
Well, I mean, I did speed up the footage a little bit. So, you know, it might... yeah, okay. So, you get it here.
But it
You
was
got
only
it.
Yusuke when it's obvious.
Yes, it must include former pupils as well. Yeah, probably.
I mean,
I don't know. When I got in here, I'm just like, oh, everything's lined up with portraits.
the guy they just
It all
saw
have-
who was homeless and was a former pupil of somebody, and
Oh,
presumably...
if you think that we're going to go back and talk to that guy or anything, you know, try to get information out of him. Oh, boy.
Tell me the truth.
don't know this
Is
game.
Madarame?
Still yet to be seen. Oh, let's have an extended cutscene about pamphlets. Yeah, I found some pamphlets.
You see that?
Yeah, we should check out those pamphlets.
That are
Okay, now we'll approach the pamphlets and have another cutscene about pamphlets. Yeah, this is too detailed to have these pamphlets in here.
What's the deal?
Well,
with
we
that?
should take these pamphlets with us.
No, the rightmost coupling.
We gotta do the rightmost coupling. Anyway, it does have a map in here, and that's good. But at the same time, it's like, come on, you're killing me here, game. Oh yes, this is an interesting little change in the Japanese versus English. Morgana does not say 1 out of 2 in Japanese. It says it's the upper level of the palace, and Ryuji says, "Well, where's the lower palace then, or lower part of the palace?" That's a very minor, but I don't know. I thought it was interesting. Because it's not like it would have been difficult to do that more literally. I don't know. yeah, Ryuji. Yeah, it is. Oh, one of the interesting things that I noticed here, too, speaking of version differences, is that you can hear an announcer very, very quietly talking coming from TVs in the background. That was actually given an English voice acting in the English version.
Wow.
The, it's Mad Area M.
Hey, we want to check out the vending machines? The vending
I
machines?
did. That's what I was looking at.
Oh, okay.
No, you say that ironically. I was, in fact,
What
looking
about
at
the
that.
pamphlets?
Oh, we already saw the pamphlets. We don't need to look
okay,
at the
never
pamphlets
mind.
anymore.
We don't need to see the pamphlets anymore. What about the pamphlets?
So the thing on the background there said, "Living legend, the modern god of art, Madarame."
Well,
And also, each one of these little banners have Madarame's face on it, and are the exact same as the ones in the exhibit.
To be fair, I mean, he's got a pretty cool palace. Maybe he is a genius artist after all.
It is a pretty cool palace. I like how the distortion actually forms a bunch of trees on the walls there. Yeah, no, you're not getting away from that. But even you can see, I'm just trying to put off going to the next cutscene as hard as possible.
Wow.
So, since we are just not getting it, what's the next thing that's going to tell us what we're supposed to do now? Why, it's the plaque here, which is just going to spell it out.
Is this going to be a fucking poem? Oh, no.
A what?
The great director Madarame created with his own funds.
Yeah, so I guess he's in the same way that Kamoshida was a king, Madarame is a director.
These individuals must offer their ideas to the director for the rest of their lives. Oh, I see. So he... Wait. So, like, are they saying he's like... Is he a plagiarist? And he's taking these kids' ideas?
We literally had to say he was a plagiarist. I forgot that was the next line.
I don't even know. Like...
Did you write this game?
Yeah. This is... I don't know Japanese. How?
Oh, I don't know, man. How can I believe that? I would have to go into your palace and find some sort of piece of art to read a plaque on to figure this sort of thing out.
Time to come clean. I wrote the original script in English, and then they translated it to Japanese. In my original, the most expensive artist was actually Paul Gauguin.
I have no...
They changed that, but they left everything else in. It's pretty much exactly how I wrote it. I told them to edit it down.
Yeah, he's treating them as slaves or tools.
It's supposed to be a joke about how you present obvious things over and over.
I didn't get it.
Oh. He always
Oh,
his
boy.
life for being taken in. What?
Well,
What?
yeah, You're not allowed to say what anymore. Did you forget that?
I feel like this game is asking us to say what every 10 seconds.
You're right, though.
What's the goal? Ain't this enough to turn him out, Rame?
Oh, I'm still hesitant.
I'm still hesitant.
I should have said that. But no, I'm just like, yes, for the love of God. Even
That's
if
what
we
I'm
didn't have Najima explicitly tell us that this is who we're going after next, it's like, come on. Oh, Morgana, you're killing me here. Yeah, confirm what? And why do we have to confirm it with Yosuke? Madarame has wronged like a million different people. Why do we have to talk to the guy who's most loyal to him? I mean, that is actually something. It's okay. That's actually going to be in the next scene here. I want to bring that up real quick, even though we are coming up to end of the episode in a couple minutes.
Oh, wow.
What do you mean? Oh, every single one of these episodes is around a half hour long.
It feels like nothing. We've gone nowhere.
We got into a palace. Is that not enough? And the palace is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it took them more than half an hour to make that palace. Don't get me wrong.
You luxuriated in at least an hour.
That's true. A famous, renowned artist, huh? This might be tougher than Kamoshida. who's only
I
a
mean,
famous,
it's not because we're not confronting him directly. We're going into his palace. Except we're not because we're leaving right now.
Oh. Well, we're in his palace, so why not confront him?
No.
Oh,
No, we're leaving now.
We don't have enough evidence.
We got to go get Yusuke to make sure that he tells us the right all the evidence.
This is. It's weird how this game feels so long and so short at the same time. Like.
All right, let's get into this. So, we got Anne bringing up what's actually something of an interesting topic here. It's yeah, Madarame isn't a problem. So, what she's thinking. Oh, right. So, what do you mean? And then Ryuji says, no, you're not supposed to ask that. You're supposed to ask if something is wrong. So, I'll do it instead. You chose wrong. Because I haven't met any of his victims. Anne is throwing down the idea that if somebody is evil...
What about that homeless guy?
They don't know that, though.
Well, why don't they know that?
Well, there's also, like, Nakanohara, too.
They saw...
But if it is evil people... If a person is evil, but not actually doing anything wrong, should they be doing stuff here? And I would say... If a person maybe has an evil disposition but hasn't done anything wrong, I don't think you should go after them.
Are they really
right?
evil?
Well, no. Let's just say they are evil because they have a palace. But
well, I mean, yeah. But you know what I'm saying? If they're not doing anything wrong, then who cares?
You know what? We're gonna go over the episode length a little bit here because I want to talk about this. I mean, okay. So basically, what I'm saying is, it's just like, yeah, if a person is evil and they are doing, but they're not actually doing anything evil. Do they need to be stopped? That's a good question. But here, let me list everything that we know about Madarame right now. Well, one, he has a palace, and we don't actually do anything to him until we steal the treasure from the palace. So why is that even a problem in the first place? You know, we're just going to... We can just use that as some practice, if nothing else. Two, we already know that he is definitely an art thief. He has, of course... You know, we noticed the discrepancies in his art style and everything. We saw the palace, and the gigantic statue inside of it. We also had to say that he was an art thief to even get into his palace in the first place. And we now have like a million different leads because we can go talk to any one of the people that are in the portraits. They have a full name and an age associated with them. So we could just go and, you know, talk to any one of those people, or we could go talk to Nakanohara, or we could go talk to that homeless guy. There was the one guy that posted the post up on the website in the first place. Nope. We have to know from Yusuke, and only Yusuke. The man who is most loyal to him.